If you've been playing the Sigrblot festival, you may have flyted with Ake. I've been interested in the mechanics of flyting, and I thought I wanted to analyze this one while it lasts. So in this video, I'll first show all the choices and outcomes of the interaction with Ake, and then get into the analysis of how this flyting works. I found it slightly confusing at some points, like many other people, until now. But first, here's all the ways it can play out.
I am surrounded by fools and brigands.
The long days have made you restless, Ake. You've become quick to solve problems with your fists.
What are you implying? Are you saying that I can't hold my own in a battle of wits?
No, that's not at all.
I'll have you know, Alvis isn't the only flyting master here. We'll have a contest, and I'll show you who has the winningest wit. Let's make it even more interesting and place a wager.
My wits and wallet are fine the way they are.
Ready to test your wits?
Oh, Ake. You will regret this.
How many tokens are you willing to part with?
My wits and wallet are fine the way they are. There's a bet for you. I'm ready. I do not wish to take too much from you, Ake. I do not wish to take too much from you, Ake.
Are you scared of a fight now, O wolf-kissed the brave? It's high time someone stood up and made you behave. I'm the roughest, the toughest, the biggest, the best. If you think my ale's good, put my fists to the test. I'm the roughest, the toughest, the biggest, the best. If you think my ale's good, put my fists to the test.
I wasn't ready.
Weak beer, Eivor.
I'm a leader adored, far and wide. You just sit around whining and taking up space.
Weak beer, Eivor.
You're disgraceful, disgusting, and unpleasant indeed. Can you even swing a sword?
Weak beer, Eivor.
I traverse land and oceans, I fight and I bleed. You just sit on your arse, turning honey to meat.
I suppose that was rather good. So because I don't grandstand or boast just like you, you think being an apprentice is all I can do?
Wait, I needed more time.
Try to keep up. I expected a contest.
Well, a quieter life seems a smart one to choose. While I'm out drawing blood, you're home nursing your bruise.
You have quicker wit than I expected.
I think all you can do is make ale and lose fights. You should play to your strengths.
Try to keep up. I expected a contest.
I don't care if you're good, you're still about to lose. Then you'll go back to your booze.
Try to keep up. I expected a contest. You don't know who I am. Don't go doubting my skills. This is more than just wits. It's a battle of wills.
Wait, You're going too fast.
Rather sad effort, really.
I'm the best of the flighters, a champion of wit. You could learn something from watching me.
Rather sad effort, really.
If you think you can best me, you're drunk or insane. I'm the cure for what ails you got rotting your brain.
Oh! You cut me to the quick!
I suggest you see Alvis, so he can help you train. Oh, I forgot. He thinks you're a pain.
Rather sad effort, really. Now you're trying my patience, so I'll end it here. You're as thick and as weak as a bad English beer.
Slow down.
Not quite on, that one.
With practice and training, you could be great. But you're rubbish right now, and I'm not keen to wait.
Not quite on, that one.
You've got talent at flyting. In time you'll be skilled. But for now, tame your tongue, for it might get you killed.
I have no choice but to admire that.
You did well enough, no need to feel ashamed. But it's clear you never dueled against someone so iron-willed.
Not quite on, that one. Seems you're over the barrel. How hard it must be. Being so high and so mighty, yet vested by me.
Now stop going around picking fights in my town. You may brew a good drink, friend, but I'll put you down. These offerings should satisfy the gods. The boat is full. I should return to Sunava.
So, as you may know, flyting consists of a number of rounds where you choose the lines that Eivor will deliver as a response to some opponent's line. You have 3 choices in each round, and one of them is right. And that depends on the rhythm and rhyme, and sometimes content, which I'll get into. If you get enough choices right, you win the flyting contest. This flight consists of 4 rounds, and you'll win if you get 3 or 4 right. If we look at Ake's flights, most rounds consist of 2 lines, except the first one where he delivers 4. After the last chosen line, the winner will deliver another 2 lines declaring victory. So Ake has 12 lines in total. Ake's lines also illustrate the rhythm perfectly. He follows a very specific meter. Each line consists of 12 syllables. They fall into 4 feet, making it a tetrameter, and each foot is an anapestic, which means it consists of 2 unstressed syllables followed by a stressed one. Da-da-dum. I'll illustrate the anapestic tetrameter with an exaggerated reading of the first line. Are you scared of a fight? Now, O wolf, kiss the brave. Besides the meter, the lines also rhyme, as illustrated with the green color, even though I'm not sure that's historically correct for this time period. Let's turn to Eivor's performance. For each of the 4 rounds, Eivor has 3 choices, each with 2 lines, so a total of 24 lines, plus 2 in case of victory. And then there's also the text version of each of the line pairs, which is interesting because it's based on that we are making our choice. They condense 2 lines into one and convey their rhyme or lack thereof and meter. I'll go through each round showing you why the right choice, marked blue, is the right one, and commenting on various aspects. Green marks a functioning rhyme, red marks some violation of the meter, but that can be many things. And if you haven't already figured out, the dash or macron marks a stressed syllable, while the breve, the U-shaped thingy, marks an unstressed syllable. In the first round, the text of the first choice fits the meter, but wide and space do not rhyme. And when performing it, the first line is actually 1 foot shorter than the target meter in this flyting. The text of the second choice doesn't rhyme and also contains a syllable too much, and when performed, the first line is too long and the second too short. The third and right choice has a rhyme in bleed and meet and fits the meter. In the second round, the first choice is actually the right one, despite having 2 syllables too many, and the placement of to in a stressed position. It shows us the rhyme though, and the placement of it suggests that we should discredit an earlier syllable. If you took away the a and the last your, the text line would fit the meter perfectly. But calm life without the article may be an odd formulation. But the actual performed lines do fit the meter. The text of the second and third choices both seem to perfectly fit the meter, but the third one would sound a bit odd without as illustrated here because of the stressed if and the sentences not following the feet very well. In contrast to the second, the third choice does rhyme, but the placement of the rhyme is probably what's supposed to tell us that the second line will be too short. In the third round, the text of the first choice reveals that it won't rhyme, and when performed it turns out to also lack a foot in its second line. The second choice has a nice insane brain rhyme and also fits the meter, partly thanks to a clever use of non-contracted UR, which is actually, during performance, contracted because the line as a whole is different and will fit the meter in this form, making this the right choice. The third choice rhymes train pain, but has a whole foot too much and places the stress wrongly as if it was forgot, unless we discredit the O, in which is only 2 syllables too long. In performance, the first line is only 1 syllable too long and the second one 1 foot too short. In the fourth and last round, first choice has a nice rhyme in great weight and the right number of syllables, but the stress placement of practice on the second syllable is probably what's supposed to tell us that's the wrong choice. During performance, Eivor instead doesn't stress practice and training on their last syllables, but deviates from the meter in this line, which is too short anyways. Second choice, however, also has a rhyme in skilled, killed, and perfectly fits the meter, making it the right choice. Third choice has no rhyme, and while it has the right number of syllables, the placements of I'm is a bit odd maybe? Anyways, when performed, first line lacks 1 syllable and second line tries to place the unstressed syllable of never and against in stressed position. If you manage to get at least 3 right choices, Eivor will then perform 2 victory lines. What's interesting about those is that the first line doesn't actually have all the syllables, but Eivor seems to skip the first syllable. Maybe we're supposed to hear it as a long one replacing 2 unstressed ones. Town rhymes with down, but there's also a sort of bonus rhyme in the first line's round. So, I hope this was an interesting lesson in scansion and in the poetry of flyting. Note how we were able to sort out the right choice without the meaning, mostly. I definitely enjoyed analyzing this, and I'm considering making this type of analysis for other flights. Some of them are pretty different if I remember correctly. Let me know if you'd like that or if you disagree with my scansion. Please deliver your negative comments in an acceptable anapestic tetrameter.